Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series fueled by Shock iRacing Performance. Tonight, the Super Late Models will be taking on North Wilkesboro Speedway for 125 laps of racing action. I'm gonna be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atman-Weiss, and I'm excited to call all the action here with the Blue Ridge 80. Right now in practice, Eric Tracy sits on the top of the board with a time of 17.68. We've got an awesome field of 13 drivers. This is going to be a phenomenal race. You do not want to miss a thing. Last week, we were at Myrtle Beach Speedway, where we saw Logan Sturgeon get his first win of the season. He led 59 of the 125 laps. And of course, as you might know, that is not the most laps led. The most laps led in that race was Jason Warren, who started on the pole and led the first 66 laps. But after an incident up front, he ended up falling to the back of the pack, and he ended up finishing 11th. So that put Logan Sturgeon on the lead, and he hung on to it for the rest of the race, again getting his first win of the season. Willie Howes ended up finishing second. Third was Rick Rube. Fourth in the finishing results was Josh Oswald, and rounding out your top five was Mickey Isaac. So after two races, Logan Sturgeon leads the point standings. He has a 2-point lead over second place, Josh Oswald. Third in the standings is William Griffith. Fourth in the standings is Tyler Rice, and rounding out your top five in the standings, it is Jason Warren. And so far, and you may have mentioned, I did not mention our other winner, Daniel Pope II, who won at Langley for the season opener. He is not in the top five because he missed last week. He is in the race tonight. He currently sits second on the board here in practice. Looking to see if Daniel Pope can get his second win of the season here tonight. Of course, we want to thank the series sponsor for all of their support, Shock iRacing Performance. Shock iRacing Performance offers setup building for individuals, leagues, and custom fixed setups. They also have a driver development and data acquisition programs. If you want, check out their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok at ShockI12 Racing for more information on their services. Again, thank you to Shock iRacing Performance for all of their support of the Thunderstruck Super Series. Want to talk quickly about who are our previous winners here at North Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro has been on the schedule in every single Thunderstruck season since Season 1, which took place in November, or it started in November of 2020. Jason Warren won the race in Season 1. We saw Donald Clark win in Season 2. Jason Warren would get his second win here at North Wilkesboro in Season 3. Thomas Axum won in Season 4. Samuel Fontaine won in Season 5. And in Season 6, Daniel Pope II picked up his one and only victory. So of those drivers that won, there are a few in the field tonight. Actually, I believe only one of the winners is in the field tonight. And that is Daniel Pope II, who won last season. So he's looking to make it 2 in a row for wins here at North Wilkesboro in the Super Late Model Series. Qualifying is underway here at North Wilkesboro. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time, and that will determine whether they will start in the feature. There's Aaron Ward in the 99 heading out onto the track now. Ward has had a rough start to the season, looking to try to turn it around here tonight at North Wilkesboro. There's Shannon Wilder in the 10 machine. Another driver looking to reroute his season. Mickey Isaac to the top of the board with a 17.97. That will put him 300ths ahead of second place Tyler Rice. Logan Sturgeon, last week's winner, to the top of the board with a 17.90. That will put him 100th ahead of second place Josh Oswald, and that will mean that now third place is Mickey Isaac. Eric Tracy, your leader in practice, to the top of the board with a 17.75, so that will now put him about a 10th ahead of second place Logan Sturgeon, and then third place is now Josh Oswald. As I say that, Shannon Wilder gets to third with a 17.91, putting him, again, about a 10th off of first place Eric Tracy. Brandon Meyer on track in the 33 machine. Crew chief and spotter in real life. Looking to try to get his first win of the season here tonight. Let's see what he will run on lap number 1. We see Brandon Meyer to 7th. Daniel Pope is able to get to 2nd with a 17.76. That will put Daniel less than a 10th off of first place Eric Tracy. So it came down to the 1,000th or 10,000th of a second to determine where Daniel Pope was in contrast to Eric Tracy for lap time. And it looks like they put Eric Tracy still ahead of Daniel Pope. Rick Rube to 3rd with a 17.83. That will put Rube around 800ths off of first place Eric Tracy. We have one last driver that needs to qualify. That's Aaron Johnson, who we saw bobble off of 2 there. And he will run an 18.94 on his first lap, putting him a 2nd off of first place Eric Tracy. And looks like he'll skip his 2nd lap, and Aaron Johnson, he is going to start in the back here. He's going to have to start into the back here. So after everybody has qualified, it looks like Eric Tracy, who was your leader in practice, he will be starting on the pole. Eric Tracy, we know, searching for his first win of the season here tonight, while the driver who was starting right to his outside, Daniel Pope, he is looking for his 2nd win of the season. Intensity Broadcasting is proud to be partnered by Butt Kicker. Butt Kicker is an established and trusted leader in haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker brand haptic transducers lets users feel low-frequency sounds. Butt Kicker products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC and console gamers, including professional sim racers worldwide. Butt Kicker products' patented design makes them incredibly accurate, powerful, and virtually indestructible. The Gamer Plus is the new and upgraded sim racing and gaming haptic hardware that reproduces immersive, accurate, and powerful sim racing, flight sim, and gaming effects. To check out the full line of Butt Kicker products and figure out which one is right for you, visit thebuttkicker.com. Again, thebuttkicker.com is the website where you can check out the trusted leader in haptics. Since the new season started here on iRacing for official races, I have been using the heck out of my Butt Kicker, and it makes the virtual racing experience incredibly accurate to what it would feel like in real life. I run in real life, and that is probably, with my new Butt Kicker, that is the closest it's ever felt on the sim to running in real life. The Butt Kickers are virtually indestructible. They're very, very powerful. You can feel every rumble strip. You can feel the tires spinning, every gear change. It is very, very immersive, and I definitely recommend it if you are a veteran sim racer or you're just getting into sim racing. And there's other uses as well if you are a racing fan, but you have other uses for it. It's perfect for home theaters. It's perfect for music studios. And it is also perfect for those of you, I know we have a lot of people in the Rebels and Thunderstruck that does the digital combat simulator, so you can use the Butt Kicker for that. You can use it for Microsoft Flight Simulator. There are a lot of uses for Butt Kicker besides sim racing, and a lot of people don't realize that. So if you're not into iRacing, but you still want to maybe use a Butt Kicker and try out a Butt Kicker for something else, main things I would probably recommend it for is other gaming, like Flight Sim, Digital Combat Simulator, also music studios, and then, of course, you can put it in your home theater if you have a home theater. It's perfect for that. So, again, thank you to Butt Kicker for partnering with Intensity Broadcasting. You can make sure to visit their website, thebuttkicker.com, for more information on the trusted leader in haptics. And the link is also in the description. We're going to have another 2-minute warm-up just to let these drivers get a little bit more dialed in before we begin our feature events. Right now on the top of the board, it is Rick Rube with a 17.75. That will put Rube about 600ths ahead of second place Eric Tracy. So let me know who your pick to win tonight is in the comments. We have 13 competitive drivers, all of them with a chance to win. I have a feeling this is going to be a very, very wild race. North Wilkesboro always puts on very good shows. Got Paul Passons tuning in. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Paul. Should be a great race here tonight. And right as the warm-up is ending, we see Aaron Johnson gets to the top of the board with a 17.74. So Aaron Johnson will lead the warm-up here. And we are now gridding for your feature event, so it is time to look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 17.747, it is the 67 of Eric Tracy. Outside of him, he won the season opener at Langley. It's the 16 of Daniel Pope II. Third place, it is the 81 of Rick Rube. Fourth, it is Logan the Fish Sturgeon in the 26. And rounding out your top five, it is Velocity Motorsports' Shannon Wilder in the 10. Sixth, it's the Jet, Josh the Jet Oswald in the 17. Seventh is Mickey Isaac. Eighth, we have Brandon Meyer in the 33. Ninth, it is the Oval Addicts, Tyler Rice in the 6 machine. And rounding out your top 10, it is Reaper Racing's William Griffith in the 12. 11th, we have Dark Horse Motorsports' Alex Feith in the 42. 12th, it is Aaron Ward. And last but most certainly not least, rounding out the field, it is Velocity Motorsports' Aaron Johnson, your Season 6 champion in the 21. So there you have it, 13 fast super late models starting tonight's event. Only one can come out on top. Let's see who that is here. The pace car will be making the left turn onto pit road. This time by, we'll have 125 laps of racing action, 80 miles. This should be a fun one. Here we go, here we go. Lights on the pace car are off. We're getting ready to go green here. And green flag is out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Here goes your front two up through the gears as we head into turns 1 and 2. Daniel Pope with the nose on the outside. Great run off the corner. And Daniel Pope is clear. He is to the lead, and it looks like he will lead your first lap. We see Eric Tracy is clear over Logan Sturgeon for second, and your top three is all single file. Eric Tracy looks low underneath Daniel Pope the second for your first place spot. As we head through turns 1 and 2, he is clear. Eric Tracy now back to first where he started tonight's event. Logan Sturgeon looking low under Daniel Pope for your second place position, and he is clear. So that last lap, the floodgates open from Daniel Pope. He went from first to third in a short amount of time. Eric Tracy just ran the fastest lap time of the race with an 18.04. That is about 3/hundredths faster than the second fastest lap time. Rick Rube coming up on Daniel Pope the second for the third place spot right now. That 81 machine was the leader in the warm-up for a little bit until he was surpassed by Aaron Johnson. We see Rick Rube has Josh Oswald all over the back bumper of him. Let's see what Oswald is going to try to do here. Oswald setting up the pass, looking high, looking low, trying to find any sort of room to get under that 81. Earlier in the month, or last month, another one of the series that we broadcast, the SCSRA Xfinity and Truck Series, they had races here at North Wilkesboro And I ran in one of them, and I announced one of them, and it was extremely hard to pass in the Xfinity and the trucks. I don't know how different it is here with these super late models, but right now it looks like there really isn't a ton of room for passing. So we're going to see how these drivers are going to be able to figure out setting up passes. It's going to take a lot of time. These drivers are really going to need to think about how they're going to set up and make those passes. Shannon Wilder coming up on Josh Oswald for your 5th place spot. Wilder started in 5th, but he was passed by Josh Oswald early on, so he's trying to get that spot back. Daniel Pope trying to get up there to Logan Sturgeon for your 2nd place spot. Pope led the first lap, but on lap number 2, he lost 2nd and 3rd in a very short amount of time to Eric Tracy and Logan Sturgeon. One thing Daniel Pope is looking at is he's waiting for Logan Sturgeon to make a mistake. Very easy to slip up on these short tracks. Wait for Sturgeon to maybe get loose off of a corner or get tight and push up. That's kind of what Pope is anticipating here. Josh Oswald continuing to try to make a pass on the 81 of Rick Rube. Oswald has gained 1 position since the green flag dropped. After starting in 6th, he was able to get by Shannon Wilder. Oswald, a 2-time champion in this series. He certainly has many races here at North Wilkesboro with this group of drivers. Knows he's never won here, though. So will that change tonight for Josh Oswald? That is the question. Rick Rube is actually reeling in Daniel Pope the 2nd for your 3rd place spot. Great run as we head into turns 3 and 4. That 81 is coming. Rick Rube, without a win this season, chasing his first one here tonight. He's actually not in the top 5 in the standings. So Rick Rube looking for a little bit of momentum to maybe get up there through the standings and break into the top 5. Don't look now, but oh no, we see a car around. That's Aaron Johnson. I was just getting ready to talk about how he's done a great job working his way up through the field. So we're going to take a look at the wreckage rewind to see exactly what happened to Aaron Johnson. We're going to take a look here. All right, here we go. So we were side by side between Aaron Johnson and Josh Oswald coming off of 2. We see Oswald with the nose over Johnson as we are here on the back stretch. And it looks like Josh Oswald gives Johnson way less room than I think Johnson probably would have wanted. The two make contact, and we see Johnson is around. See, they make contact again. Brandon Meyer able to get through. Let's see if anybody else gets involved. Yeah, looks like Wilder gets into the 21. Same thing with Mickey Isaac. So unfortunate, looks like just heading into 3 and 4, Oswald just maybe could have given Johnson a little bit more room, but that is hard short track racing right there. So Eric Tracy, he leads here at North Wilkesboro. He started on the pole. He did not lead the first lap as Daniel Pope was able to get by him, but he got Pope back. And he is going to try to hold on to this lead, but he has a hard-charging Logan Sturgeon to his outside. Sturgeon won last week at Myrtle Beach, looking to make it 2 in a row here tonight. Then right behind them, it's Daniel Pope on the bottom, who won last season here at North Wilkesboro. And then outside of him, Rick Rube, who's searching for his first win of the season. Pace car is in. And green flag is back out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. There we see Eric Tracy taking off. Daniel Pope looks low under Logan Sturgeon for your second place spot. They're side by side coming off of turn number 2. Sturgeon with the nose over Daniel Pope as we head through turns 3 and 4. But coming back on the bottom end is Daniel Pope. They are side by side as we cross the start-finish line. Neither driver giving one another an inch. We see heading off of turn number 2. Good run for the 16 of Daniel Pope. They remain side by side, and there we go. Daniel Pope is clear, and to the second place spot, Logan Sturgeon will fall to third. Logan Sturgeon trying his best to not let Daniel Pope get away here, but he is beginning to lose that 16 machine. Rick Rube coming up on Logan Sturgeon for your third place position. Other battles throughout the field, Brandon Meyer coming up on Josh Oswald for the 5th place spot. Here he comes. Josh Oswald trying his best to get up there to Logan Sturgeon for this 3rd place spot. Excuse me, that's Rick Rube. Rube restarted in 4th. Couldn't quite get by Daniel Pope, who restarted below him in 3rd, but now he might have a chance to get by Logan Sturgeon here for the 3rd place position. Right now, your top from 3rd to 6th, or 3rd to 7th, excuse me, everybody is all in very close proximity to each other. This is a 4-horse race right now. 3, we see Logan Sturgeon starting to get away a little bit from Rick Rube. Or at least he wants to. Rick Rube trying anything he can to get up there to Logan Sturgeon. We see behind Rube, it's Josh Oswald. Oswald right now, he has Brandon Meyer behind him in the 33. And then right behind Meyer, it is your 7th place driver, William Griffith. So very tight racing from 3rd to 7th. 5-horse race here. Field's starting to get spread out a little bit, though. Josh Oswald looking to see what Rick Rube is doing, where he's braking, where he's lifting, where he's getting back into the gas, and Josh is going to try to use that to his advantage to get by Rick Rube here. And he's also waiting for Rick to make a mistake, slip up off of a corner, get loose on entry, something like that. Great run there for Josh Oswald. He is right up to the back bumper of Rick Rube. He was there through 3 and 4. Awesome run there for Josh Oswald. Keeping up. There we go. He is getting very, very close to that back bumper. Watch out for the jet. Josh Oswald started the race in the 6th place position. Looking to try to take 4th here. Rick Rube, Josh Oswald right there. We see he lost him a little bit there, heading off of 2. Almost got into the back bumper there. And Logan Sturgeon is loving all this because when 2 cars are battling, slows both of them down, and that is going to allow Logan Sturgeon to get away from both of them. And there we go. Rick Rube looking low under Logan Sturgeon for the 3rd place spot, but he couldn't quite get under him, so Rick Rube will remain in the 4th position and will continue to try to set up the pass on Logan Sturgeon. We saw a hole heading into turns 1 and 2, and we saw he sent that 81 but I don't think he sent it as hard as he could have, knowing that it's very, very early on in this race. There's still a lot of time left to make moves, and you don't want to wreck out early. Because these drivers, you lose a ton of track position on pit road just because of how short these tracks are. So if you come into the pits and have to get a bunch of damage fixed, you might fall a lap down. Josh Oswald continuing to get good runs on Rick Rube for this 4th place position. What is Oswald gonna try to do here? He has been stuck behind Rick Rube for quite some time, has seen what he has been doing, and now it's time for Josh Oswald. He needs to use that to his advantage, but Rick Rube continues to get every so often some big runs on Logan Sturgeon. Great run here heading into turns 1 and 2 for Rick Rube, trying to get right up to that back bumper of that 26 machine. Rube looking low as we head there through 3 and 4. The door is open off the corner. Rick Rube looking low under Logan Sturgeon. They are side by side as we head into turns 1 and 2. Sturgeon still with the nose on the outside, but we see Rick Rube remains right under that 26 machine. Looks like Sturgeon is clear of Rick Rube as we head off of turn number 4 once again. So Rick Rube will remain in the 4th place spot still. Second time Rick Rube is, and oh no, we see Josh Oswald getting loose through the grass. The 17 goes, and that will cost him a ton of track position. Yellow flag is out. Second caution of the night here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. It is time to take a look at the wreckage rewind to see exactly what happened. We got the Roval Wreckage Rewind here tonight. Charlotte Roval races this weekend. Getting excited for that. Here we go. So here is Josh Oswald heading into turns 1 and 2. We see the car get sideways right on corner entry. Probably when he began to press the brakes. That's just going to send that car sideways through the grass. Josh Oswald goes. And I believe there's a whole separate incident that happens over here. Again, look at that. We see Brandon Meyer heading into 3 and 4. The same thing that happened to Aaron Johnson before. Just comes down the track into the 21. That is going to send both of them sideways. William Griffith hard into the outside wall. No, Aaron Johnson definitely not happy about how his races went so far. Lights on the pace car are off. We are getting ready to go back green here. Eric Tracy will be restarting on the bottom. Daniel Pope on the top. Behind them, it's Logan Sturgeon and Rick Rube. These 4 have been your top 4 for pretty much this entire race. But let's see if that changes here on this next restart. We have a hard charging Aaron Johnson restarting in 5th. Pace car is in. Green flag is back out here at North Wilkesboro. There we see Eric Tracy going up through the gears. He's got Daniel Pope going right to his outside. They are side by side heading off of turn number 2. Great run for Daniel Pope, and he is clear. Daniel Pope is back to the lead here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. And that will mean that Eric Tracy falls to the 2nd place spot. Side by side right now for third between Logan Sturgeon and Rick Rube. Rube with the nose on the outside. He has a great run on the backstretch, but here he comes on the bottom. The two trade paint through 3 and 4. Rick, though, still with the nose on the outside as we cross the start-finish line and heading into 1 and 2. And right behind them, it's Aaron Johnson giving these two a ton of pressure. If both of them mess up, Aaron Johnson is right there to swoop on the opportunity, and there we go. Rick Rube is able to get clear, and he is now to the third-place spot, and they are side by side for fourth between Logan Sturgeon and Aaron Johnson. We see they are pretty much equal heading off of turn number 2. Maybe Aaron Johnson with a little bit of a nose on the outside, and he is clear. Aaron Johnson now to fourth. Logan Sturgeon falls to fifth. That outside very, very strong right now here at North Wilkesboro. And Aaron Johnson now, he is setting his sights on your third-place driver, Rick Rube here. Great run through 3 and 4 for that 21 machine. Here he comes. Watch out for Aaron Johnson. He knows how to get it done. He was your Thunderstruck Season 6 champion. Looking to try to make it 2 in a row, 4 championships in this series. And as we're talking about that battle, the third caution of the race is out. Looks like Mickey Isaac has gone off track. So we're going to take a look at the wreckage rewind to find out exactly how everything transpired. So here is Mickey Isaac heading through turns 1 and 2. And we see he gets into the grass, and that is enough to get you sideways. There we see he gets sideways there. Brandon Meyer is able to get through. The 01 slams on the brakes, but it's not enough. His rear end hits the inside fence, getting some damage on that 01 machine. So we are back under caution for the third time tonight here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. I want to take this time to quickly talk about North Wilkesboro. The dream of North Wilkesboro Speedway began in the mid-1940s when Enoch Staley found inspiration in a stock car race that Bill France had promoted in South Carolina before the formation of NASCAR. The story goes that Staley and his partners ran out of money to create their perfect oval, leaving the track with an uphill slope on the backstretch and a downhill slope to the finish. Such was born one of the most unique short tracks in NASCAR history that hosted the Premier Cup Series twice a year until 1996. From the second that last checkered flag fell, race fans have clamored for the return of North Wilkesboro to NASCAR, and you, of course, everybody has the chance to actually drive it here on iRacing. The track is restored to its 1987 state, giving iRacers the opportunity to go back in time and relive the iconic short track as it existed in its heyday. Of course, in the big NASCAR news, the track will be returning for the 2023 NASCAR All-Star Race. Green flag is back out here at North Wilkesboro. There we see Daniel Pope taking off, but he's got Eric Tracy right behind them, side by side for third between Rick Rube and Aaron Johnson. Johnson with the nose. Johnson is clear. Aaron Johnson to third, and now Aaron Johnson is on the back bumper of Eric Tracy for your second place spot. Aaron Johnson is right there as we head into turns 1 and 2. We might see the bump and run for the 21. Aaron Johnson, very, very aggressive driver, not afraid to use the bumper. Let's see what happens here with that 21 machine. He is trying to find any sort of way to get under the 67. He is right there as we head into 1 and 2. He has a chance to get into the back bumper, but he stays right behind that 67 machine. What is Johnson going to try to do here in 3 and 4? So far tonight, it has been constant action. And it is not stopping as the battle for second place is on. We see Daniel Pope just ran his personal best lap time of the race here at North Wilkesboro Speedway, but it does not beat Eric Tracy's best lap time of a 17.88 that still remains unbeaten throughout tonight's event. Aaron Johnson is losing Eric Tracy for the second place spot. Let's see what Aaron Johnson is going to do. We're at the point of the season where everybody's still, the new drivers are trying to get used to running with the old drivers here in this league, or the veterans and the newcomers. And it's all about just learning everybody around you's tendencies, what you're kind of known for doing, and I think that's kind of what Aaron Johnson is looking at right now with Aaron Johnson to start the season, just trying to figure out all of Eric Tracy's tendencies. And we are at the halfway point here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. We are going to turn up the volume here with Pump Up the Intensity. Here you'll get to see the sights and hear the sounds of the racetrack. Here we go. There you go. That will do it for Pump Up the Intensity. Hopefully you enjoyed us turning up the volume, but we set our sights now back to the racing action, and the battle is on for the lead. Looks like, wow, what happened? Daniel Pope II has fallen from the lead. Let's take a look at exactly what happened. We see bit by bit Eric Tracy reeled in Daniel Pope for the first place spot. We see Pope pushes up off of turn number 2, exposing that bottom lane. We see Eric Tracy, great run through 3 and 4. He is able to take the lead away from Pope. And then Aaron Johnson, all over the back bumper of Eric Tracy. We see here. Here's how it transpired. Johnson, great run off of turn number 2. Looks slow heading into 3 and 4. They are side by side. And Aaron Johnson gets clear into the first place spot. So our third leader of the night, Aaron Johnson, currently has a 5/10 lead over second place Eric Tracy right now. We take a look to the battle for fourth between Rick Rube and Logan Sturgeon. These two have battled for a lot of tonight's event, and it continues right now as Logan Sturgeon has a great run off of turn number 2, getting ever so close to the back bumper of Rick Rube here. Logan Sturgeon trying to get back up to the front and just try to get his second win of the season and second win in a row, as he won last week at Myrtle Beach. Logan Sturgeon looking for anything. Great run there through 3 and 4. He is right to the back bumper of the 81. Maybe trying to make a move here in turns 1 and 2, but he loses him on corner entry. Logan Sturgeon, great run off of turn number 4 once again, getting ever so close to the back bumper of Rick Rube. Aaron Johnson with a 6/10 lead over second place Eric Tracy right now. Here are my ones to watch at this stage of the race. Of course, your leader, Aaron Johnson, he went from worst to first, started in the back, made a few moves, got into 2 incidents, and here he is in first, currently with a 5/10 lead, almost 6 over second place Eric Tracy. Another driver you got to watch out for is Daniel Pope II. He won the season opener, missed last week, but he is back again here at North Wilkesboro. He knows how to get it done at this track. He won here last season, and he has been up front for a lot of tonight's event. Lost the lead, though, to Aaron Johnson. He is going to try to work his way back up to the field and get to that 21 machine. Lastly, another driver I say to keep your eye out on is Eric Tracy. He has been fast all session long. He was fastest in practice. He was fastest in qualifying. He was very fast, or he didn't run in the warm-up, but he has just been fast all race long. He's led laps. I have no reason to believe that he is not going to put up a fight with Aaron Johnson here to finish this race. This will be a great battle for the lead if Eric Tracy can get up there to Aaron Johnson. Logan Sturgeon continues to try to get by Rick Rube for the 4th place position. Uh-oh, watch out. Eric Tracy is reeling in your leader, Aaron Johnson, fast. This battle could get good. You see, last time by, Eric Tracy a little bit faster than Johnson. If he keeps it up, and oh, great run off of 4 for Eric Tracy. Here he comes. The 67 machine has been fast all race long, and he is trying to find any sort of speed to get up there to the back bumper of Aaron Johnson, and looks like at the moment he is finding it. Logan Sturgeon continues to try to get up there to Rick Rube for the 4th place spot. These two have battled all race long. And it continues. Look back up to the front between Aaron Johnson and Eric Tracy. Eric Tracy heading into turns 3 and 4 right now. Trying his best to get up there to the back bumper of Aaron Johnson. Tracy continues to run faster lap times than Aaron Johnson, but last time out he was only 300ths faster. That is certainly not enough to get you a big enough run to get you right up to the back bumper or below the driver ahead of you. That time by, Johnson was a little bit faster, which is not what Eric Tracy wanted to see. We saw Johnson slip up a little bit there through the corner. That allows Eric Tracy to have a good run as we had here heading through turns 1 and 2. And there we go. Eric Tracy looking low under Aaron Johnson for the 1st place spot as we head through turns 3 and 4. Johnson with the nose on the outside, but Eric Tracy holding his own. He is to the door of the 21 machine. He fell to the quarter, but a great drive off of 2, trying his best, and he is back to the door. They are equal as we head off of turn number 4. Tracy with the nose, but Aaron Johnson holding his own on the outside. They are still side by side as we head through turns 1 and 2, and right behind them, here comes Daniel Pope in the 16 machine, making this a 3-horse race for the lead. We see Eric Tracy with the nose on the bottom, heading off of turn number 4. Almost clear, but Aaron Johnson, we've seen the outside strong all race long, and Aaron Johnson is proving that. And the yellow flag is out. Looks like Eric Tracy had the nose over Aaron Johnson when the caution flag went out. So that means that Tracy will have the lead and is back in the lead tonight. So the wreckage rewind, we're going to take a look to see exactly what happened. It's like Shannon Wilder crashed. right, here's a look at what happened. Here's Shannon Wilder coming off of turn number 4. And looks like he just washes up the track a little bit too much and just hard into the outside wall. We see both right side tires getting up into the air. And he flies down the track into the inside wall. We see the rear of the car brushing it. And then he's sideways again. And the rear hits the outside wall again. Tough there for Shannon Wilder. Do want to quickly take this time to talk about IntensityBroadcasting.com, our web store. IntensityBroadcasting.com features merchandise from your favorite broadcaster, your favorite drivers, and all of your favorite leagues. We have all of our Intensity Broadcasting merchandise on there. We have all of the At Lewis Racing merchandise on there. I race in real life, so if you want to help support my race team, all of my merchandise is on there. We have auto racing novelty t-shirts and clothes and hats. We have a our first ever driver collection. Go pick up some Carson Hayslip merchandise. He is a Legends driver who races all across the East Coast. And go support his race team. Lastly, we have all of our league collections, especially make sure to check out the Thunderstruck collection and pick up some Thunderstruck t-shirts, stickers, or a photo paper poster. Green flag is back out here at North Wilkesboro. There we see Eric Tracy up through the gears as we head into turns 1 and 2. And Aaron Johnson not letting Eric Tracy get away, but see Aaron Johnson as Daniel Pope looking low under him as we head into turns 3 and 4. They are side by side. Pope with the nose on the bottom, and he has a great run coming off of turn number 4. Can he get clear of Aaron Johnson? We see Aaron Johnson fighting hard on the outside, but Daniel Pope is able to get clear into the second place spot now. So Daniel Pope, he only has one driver he needs to pass to get back up to the first place spot. That is Eric Tracy. Aaron Johnson not letting Daniel Pope get away. He is staying right on the back bumper of that 16 machine, trying to allow the battle to continue on, but looks like he loses him there on the backstretch. Not what Aaron Johnson wants. We see last time by, Pope was about a 10th faster. Definitely not good for Aaron Johnson. I don't know if maybe Johnson burnt up his tires in those battles, but we see he's losing Daniel Pope very, very quickly. That time by, once again, Daniel Pope faster, continuing to try to extend that gap over Aaron Johnson. Still, even after losing the first and second place positions, Aaron Johnson remains your biggest mover of the race. After starting in the last place position, he has made his way up into the top 3. And it wasn't just, he just flew past everybody. He had a lot of trials and tribulations, including getting involved in 2 incidents. So shout out to Aaron Johnson for being a very, very big mover. We have 25 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Intensity Broadcasting is proud to announce that we have just released some new merchandise for Original Rebels Racing League driver and Thunderstruck driver Garrett Kinder. We have 3 different items to choose from. We have the Kinder Farm. We have a Kinder Farm and Ranch t-shirt. And it comes in a bunch of different colors. Black, Oxblood Black, Navy, Heather Midnight Navy, Maroon, Dark Gray Heather, and Army. And it comes in sizes extra small to 5XL. We have Kinder hoodies that come in 5 different colors. Black, Navy, Maroon, Red, Dark Heather, and Indigo Blue in sizes small to 5XL. And then we have Kinder Farm and Ranch structured twill caps that come in a bunch of different designs. We have multicam black, dark navy, black, royal blue, red, olive, dark gray, multicam green, and gray. So go support one of the original Rebels Racing League drivers and a Thunderstruck driver, Garrett Kinder, and his company, Kinder Farm and Ranch, and all of them absolutely awesome. There's a bunch of different designs, there's a bunch of different colors, there's a bunch of different sizes, so there's something for everybody. All you have to do is just go to the IntensityRacing.com website and then go to Collections, go to Original Rebels, and there will be the 3 Kinder Farm and Ranch articles of clothing, your t-shirt, your hoodie, and your cap. Get one of each. They look absolutely awesome. Go check them out for yourself. And the caution flag is out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the 5th time tonight. We're going to take a look at the wreckage rewind to see exactly what happened. All right, here we go. We are watching Rick Rube here. Uh-oh, so looks like Rick Rube was blinking very badly. Yeah, it looks like, oh no. Yeah, it looks like Rick Rube was just blinking very badly. Him and Logan Sturgeon made some contact. Probably because Sturgeon, he had no idea where he was. Looks like we are having some issues here with SDK. So I'm going to try to get this fixed, and we will be back here with the racing action. There we go. We are back to normal here. Does look like, though, Rick Rube was just blinking very badly. And I guess Logan Sturgeon could not see him. So unfortunate for Rick Rube. It always sucks when something like that happens with the blinking where it is out of your control. We are coming back to the green flag here at North Wilkesboro. And, oh, let me get the wreckage rewind screen off. Green flag is back out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. There is Eric Tracy taking off. He's got Daniel Pope right to his outside. They are side by side coming off of turn number 2. No, no! Daniel Pope tags the outside wall. He is going to lose a ton of momentum. So now him and Aaron Johnson are side by side coming off of turn number 4. Johnson with the nose as they cross the start-finish line. We see cars sideways. Cars in the outside wall, and the caution flag will come out yet again. Another instant for Logan Sturgeon, it looks like. So here we go. Here's a look at exactly what happened here. We see Logan Sturgeon is side by side between him and William Griffith. Brandon Myers there as well. Looks like William Griffith just does not give him any room on the front stretch comes up the track. That's going to send both Griffith and the 26 of Sturgeon into the outside wall. See Aaron Ward, Mickey Isaac both able to get through. Man. That is unfortunate. So we are getting ready to have a 10-lap shootout or less than 10-lap shootout here to decide who will win this thing. It's been a very, very eventful race. I do want to say this, if you're watching tonight and you race in real life and you're looking to get some merchandise made here for the end of the season or for the 2023 racing season, make sure to contact us on Facebook for Intensity Broadcasting. Let us know what you want for your designs and stuff, what type of clothing you want. We can get it made up for you and your racing team. And it'll be right on our website. So all you have to do is just send our link, intensitybroadcasting.com, to all of your fans, your family members, your crew members, and they can just go to our website, add the items that they want to their cart, pay, and it'll get shipped right to their door. It is that easy. So again, if you would like some merchandise made for your real-life racing, contact us at intensitybroadcasting.com on Facebook Messenger, and we'll see what we can do for you. We got our first ever driver, real-life racing driver, besides me, on the website. That is Carson Hayslip, who again, he is a Legends driver who races all throughout the East Coast. And he has a lot of awesome merchandise, including beanies, hats, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, fleece vests, jackets, polos, and I'm sure it would mean a lot to their race team if you would go and support them. Even if you don't know about him or his racing, he is definitely a great driver to follow because he is a fantastic driver and is definitely going to go far. Definitely going to be a really good driver to keep track of if you're into the short track racing scene. So go check out the Carson Hayslip collection on intensitybroadcasting.com. Green flag is back out here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. We have Aaron Johnson looking low under Daniel Pope for the second place spot. These two are trying to resume what they started at the beginning of the last restart. Great run there through 3 and 4 for Aaron Johnson and on to the front stretch. Trying to get up there to the back bumper of that 16 machine. As of late, these three have been going at it. And they are going to have 6 laps to decide who is going to be up front. Last time by, Pope ran his personal best lap time of the race with a 17.91. That is still, and there we go, Daniel Pope just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 17.79. And there, right there on the back bumper, Daniel Pope trying to look low. He gets into the back bumper of Eric Tracy, trying to move him out of his way. We see Pope a little bit sideways there off of turn number 4. Watch out for the 16 machine. 4 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Who is going to pick up their win? 2 of the top 3 do not have wins this season. The other driver, Daniel Pope in second, does. 3 laps to go. Aaron Johnson on the back bumper of Daniel Pope trying to find any sort of way to get by the 16. This is the time of race where we see a lot of drivers use that chrome horn, use the bumper, and move you out of their way. 2 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. Eric Tracy still with the lead, but a great run for Daniel Pope. You could throw a blanket over your top 3 right now. This is going to be a great battle to the finish, and we are not going to finish it right now. We are going to have a green-white checkered because the caution flag will come out. 7th caution of the race here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Let's take a look and see exactly what happens. Looks like Mickey Isaac went off track. He crashed. Looks like it was a very rough wreck for Mickey Isaac in the 01 machine. The man from Kite, Kentucky. Let's see what happened to him. So we see Mickey Isaac. He has Logan Sturgeon on his back bumper, and it looks like Isaac just gets into that grass. That really, really upsets the car, and he gets sideways on the backstretch. Through the grass he goes, and does he hit the fence? Does he hit the fence? He does not hit the fence, luckily, but still, tough incident for Mickey Isaac. Lost a ton of track position. So I believe that's the second time we've seen that tonight, where a driver's just trying to run as low as possible, trying to play defense, and those left side tires clip the grass, and it just makes the car really, really upset. Call that agricultural racing. I'm sure those of you who drive in real life know that as soon as you get into the grass, your left sides just lose all the traction, and it's just very, very difficult to save it. That's exactly just what happened there to Mickey Isaac. And that's why Pocono is so hard, because it isn't asphalt below you heading through 1 and 2. It isn't a wall below you. It isn't turtles like at Myrtle Beach. It is grass. Your left side tires are inches away from the grass, and as soon as you clip it even in the slightest, your car is going to get very, very upset. And that's what makes turns 1 and 2 so difficult here at North Wilkesboro. And you actually see the same thing in 3 and 4. Of course, the grass isn't quite as big. Here we go. Green, white, checkered. Green flag is back out. There is Eric Tracy taking off. And Aaron Johnson trying to look well under Daniel Pope for your second place spot. He is right there. Here comes Daniel Pope getting up there to the back bumper of Eric Tracy for your first place position. He is right there. White flag here at North Wilkesboro. What is Daniel Pope going to try to do here? This is the time. I think we're going to see a bump and run here in 3 and 4. Here comes Pope. Big run. He gets into the back bumper trying to upset that 67, but it is not enough. Eric Tracy will get his first win of the season here at North Wilkesboro. Daniel Pope, he will finish second. And Aaron Johnson, after starting in the rear, he finishes third. What a race here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. That may have just been the wildest race of the season. And oh no! Contact made on pit road between Daniel Pope and Aaron Johnson. Evidently, those two are not happy. Tempers flaring here at North Wilkesboro. So it is now time for driver interviews. We are going to start off by pulling in your second place finisher. Or excuse me, your third place finisher, the man from Hueytown, Alabama. It is Aaron Johnson. Actually, it looks like Aaron Johnson is not in the Discord. So we're going to move on to interviewing your second place finisher, Daniel Pope. Looks like he is not in the Discord. So now it's time to move on to your winner, I guess, Eric Tracy. And Eric is not in the Discord. All right, there we go. We have your third place finisher, Aaron Johnson, in the waiting room. We're going to go ahead and pull him in. Aaron, this is Atlan in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Awesome. Well, wow. From last to third, in 125 laps. Very impressive race tonight, but it wasn't like you were just able to fly up to the field. You had a lot of trials and tribulations early on. You were involved in 2 of the cautions with some contact with other drivers, but you were finally able to work it eventually to the first place spot after getting by Daniel and then getting by Tracy, but you lost the lead from Tracy and Daniel was able to get back by you, and after that you just couldn't quite get back by Daniel for the second place spot and ended up just staying in the third place position, but still very impressive run after not having the qualifying that you wanted.
Yeah, we struggled in qualifying. I missed it completely. I got really loose and hit the wall and then spun out almost on the second lap. And then I figured, why not just see what we could do? Just try to come front to back, go to the front. It was definitely a tough task. Had a little misfortunes there. Getting into Oswald right there cost me the spin. But we fired it back up, went back to the front, and then I don't know what happened between me and the other guy. I guess he tried to chop me off or whatever, but I was there, and then after that, I think the car felt good. It's just I wore them tires off, just coming from the back and just trying to get up there quick so I could run with Eric and Pope, but by the time I got up there, I done wore them tires off. So I was just basically just holding on.
Yeah, I saw you were kind of falling back there a little bit when we had that long green flag run. I figured it was tires, but I mean, I know North Wilkesboro extremely hard to pass with how the corners are situated. I mean, what was the key to, setting up the passes and working your way up through third? I mean, how were you able to time it so well?
Hey, in 1 and 2, I timed it pretty good. I would roll to the center and just take off from center off and set them up on the back straightaway. That's how I made most of my passes tonight, and then trying to just see what I could get in 3. But other than that, the car it felt good. It's just I probably needed to qualify a little bit better just to have a better shot with them 2 up front.
Now, before I let you go, Aaron, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, I got to thank all the guys at Velocity, SPM, Daniel Pope, Kent Hunley over at Shock iRacing Performance does a lot for me. All of them do. Josh Oswald, Jason Warren for putting on this league. You for broadcasting. I'd like to thank my wife for letting me race. My mom, my dad, everybody watching the broadcast. And we'll see what we can go do next week.
Awesome. Well, again, congrats on the podium here tonight, Aaron. Have a great rest of your night.
Appreciate it. You too.
Yep, thank you. All right, it is now time to pull in your second place finisher. He won the season opener at Langley. It is Daniel Pope. Daniel, this is Atlin, the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
I got you.
Awesome. Well, great run tonight. I know you started in the second place position, and you're up front for a lot of tonight's event. Up in the top 4, but back and forth between you and Tracy. We saw some awesome battles throughout the race, and then eventually saw Aaron made it a 3-horse race, and he was able to, or we saw Tracy and Aaron were both able to get by you for the lead, but we saw you were able to get back by Aaron for second, and you couldn't quite get up there to Tracy, but still you were right there on his back bumper until the end and had a very, very fast, super late model from beginning to end. So, I mean, what was your take on tonight's event here at North Wilkesboro?
It was fun. I tried something new. I ran the majority of the race 3/4 throttle just to see if I could save tires, like if this car had the ability to save tires. And so when those guys got to me, I let them go, and I was just maintaining the pace that I had set for myself. And we had more tire at the end, and it worked. But track position is so key and so hard to pass. If I didn't get a perfect restart on those last couple of restarts, I wasn't going to get him, and that's what happened.
Got you. Well, I know, like you said, it was a lot of it. With the run 3/4 throttles, it helped save the tires. So it was the right front and right rear looking pretty good at the end of the race.
Yeah, that's the best tire wear. So 2 weeks ago when I ran with you guys, I obliterated the right front tire, and Josh Oswald ran me down from like 6 seconds back. And I wasn't going to make the same mistake tonight. Even if I had to give up the lead and ride for a little while, I was confident that I might have a shot to get back to the lead. But I waited a little too long to go. So it's learning. I'm still learning. Everybody's learning on these things, and I'll probably experiment with that again when I run again in 2 weeks, and just have fun like we did tonight.
Absolutely. You're always learning as a racer, and it looks like you learned a lot here tonight, despite not getting, of course, the result of the first place finish, and knowledge is always key here in racing. So, I mean, before I let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, shout out to Kent Hunley, Shot Guy Setups. They do the setups for this league, and he's a great guy, and he does a lot for the community, and all my boys at SPM and all our different divisions, and of course the league here for putting it on, Josh and you for broadcasting, and everybody that does the thing over here. It's a lot of fun. It's a cool league, and hopefully participation starts to pick up more.
Awesome. Well, again, congrats on the runner-up tonight, Daniel. Have a great rest of your night.
You too, man.
Yep, thank you. All right, it is now time to pull in your winner with his first win of the season. It is Eric Tracy in the 67. Eric, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. Well, congrats on your first win of the season here in the Thunderstruck Super Series. I know you were fast all day long. We saw you started. We were first in practice, started on the pole, but we saw early on you lost the lead to Daniel Pope, but you were able to get back up to him. Of course, we saw Aaron Johnson was able to get by you for a little bit, but got back by him, got back the lead, and led the rest of the way. So you had a very, very fast super late model all throughout tonight's event. And, I mean, how does it feel with your first win of the season?
It's good. I was pretty happy. Yeah, I really like this racetrack, and I always feel good here. So was looking forward to running it. And then, you know, we had some times in there where we were trying to save a little bit of tire, and, you know, trying to judge how hard to go, how hard not to go, to have some stuff at the end. Daniel did a better job saving than I did. He was a little bit better than me at the end, but I just was, you know, trying to keep it on the bottom and force him to have to move me or something to beat me. So
Got you. Well, is there anybody you would like to thank for your win?
yeah, I mean, all the SPM guys, 16XCI, Daniel, Parker, all of them that, you know, help us run every week. But yeah, it was a good time. Look, it was fun.
Now, are you going to be running the rest of the season?
Probably not. I probably won't be able to run for points because I run Sarah stuff on Thursdays too. So the weeks that we have Sarah races, I'll probably be running those. But
yeah.
I'll try to run as many of them as I can for sure.
Yeah, I know that's a lot the case with a lot of other drivers, but you did awesome tonight with the win, and hopefully you might see a couple more throughout the season when you're able to run.
I appreciate it.
Yep, have a great rest of your night.
Yep, you too.
Thank you. Well, that will do it for tonight's broadcast. One more time, congrats to Eric Tracy on the win. Of course, we want to thank all of the league admins, Aaron Johnson, Josh Oswald, Logan Sturgeon, Sam Wetstein, Aaron Ward, Jason Warren, Joaquin Meza, Michael Swink, and Shannon Wilder for all that they do for this league. Without them, this league would not run as smoothly as it does. I want to thank, of course, iRacing Performance for all of that they do for this league. Make sure to check out their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok at Shockeye12 Racing for more information on their services. Of course, we got to thank Butt Kicker for partnering with Intensity Broadcasting. Go check out their website, thebuttkicker.com. And make sure, I want to thank all the viewers for tuning in to watch tonight. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,500 followers on Facebook, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 followers on Twitch. Make sure to check out our Twitter, Intensity Broad 1. Always dropping polls and interacting with our viewers on there. And lastly, make sure to check out our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. There you can find shirts, hats, mugs, mouse pads, stickers, and so much more from your favorite broadcaster and all of the amazing leagues, and from your favorite leagues and your favorite drivers. Make sure to check out all of our Intensity Broadcasting merchandise, all of my At Luis Racing merchandise. I run in real life, and so you can support my real life racing on there. We have a bunch of auto racing novelty t-shirts. Go check out the Carson Hayslip driver collection. He is a Legends driver who runs all throughout the East Coast, and you can help support his racing by purchasing some of his merchandise. And lastly, make sure to check out the league collections. Make sure especially to check out the Thunderstruck collection and pick up some Thunderstruck t-shirts. We got 2 different designs for those. Thunderstruck bubble-free stickers, plop on your personal vehicle or race car. And then we have Thunderstruck paper posters that you can hang in your man cave or your sim room. And of course, make sure to check out our new releases, the Kinder Farm and Ranch shirts, hoodies, and hats. They come in a bunch of different designs, colors, and different sizes, small to 5XL. So there's something for everybody. So if you're a fan of Garrett Kinder and Kinder Farm and Ranch, make sure to go pick up one of those. I'm Atlee Atman-Weisner on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.